Attention Cleveland Browns fans, a true storm is shaking up the AFC North. And what's unfolding right now could completely reshape the Browns' ambitions for a Super Bowl run. We're witnessing a monumental power shift, one that could leave one of our fiercest rivals stumbling for years, and you're hearing it here first. But before we dive deep, if you're part of the Dog Pound, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join this growing brotherhood. Let's hit that 1,000 subscriber mark together. Share this with other fans and let the voice of the Browns echo throughout the NFL. Now buckle up, Browns Nation. If you've been closely following the NFL landscape, you already know that the Cleveland Browns are at a major crossroads. This offseason has been packed with headlines, rumors, and major moves. But one name has dominated all conversations: Myles Garrett. Garrett isn't just another defensive talent. He's the heart of this defense, a franchise icon since arriving in 2017. With raw power, explosive speed, and refined technique, he's turned what was once a struggling defense into one of the most feared units in the league. Just last season, he recorded 16 sacks and was such a dominant force that entire offenses had to rework their schemes just to try and slow him down. With that kind of track record, it's no surprise the team went all in to keep him, handing him a massive 5-year, $160 million deal. On paper, that should have locked him into Cleveland's future for years. But things aren't quite that simple. Despite the contract, rumors have started swirling. Sources close to the situation suggest that Garrett may be rethinking his future with the franchise. And the big question echoing around league circles is, are the Browns truly ready to contend for a Super Bowl? With powerhouses like the Chiefs, Eagles, and 49ers making bold moves and consistently reaching conference championships, it's only natural for a player of Garrett's caliber to question the team's direction, especially when he has the potential to be one of the greatest ever at his position. One of Garrett's former opponents even called him the league's ultimate nightmare matchup and predicted a huge year ahead for the Browns' star defender. Former Pro Bowl offensive lineman Terron Armstead, who's faced Garrett multiple times over his 12-year NFL career, knows firsthand how dominant the former No. 1 overall pick can be. Armstead believes Garrett has only gotten better over time and expects him to finally break the elusive 20-sack mark this season for the Browns. He's a problem. He's got like 0.5% body fat, so just looking at him before he even gets into his stance, it doesn't make sense. His ability to have that much power, that size, and still bend inches from the ground. Armstead said during an appearance on Good Morning Football, he's added more elements to his game. Now you see his progression into 2025. He's getting 20 sacks. Since 1982, when sacks became an official stat, only 12 players have ever recorded 20 sacks in a season. Steelers star T.J. Watt was the most recent, accomplishing the feat in 2021. Garrett already boasts an elite resume, Defensive Player of the Year, 6 All-Pro selections, and 6 Pro Bowl appearances. But he's never had more than 16 sacks in a single season. His offseason didn't start smoothly. After the Browns stumbled to a 4-13 finish, Garrett publicly requested a trade, expressing his desire to join a championship-caliber team and chase a ring. However, in a stunning turn of events, Garrett recommitted to Cleveland by signing a record-breaking 4-year, $160 million extension, the richest contract ever for a defensive player. The new deal ties him to the Browns through the 2030 season. Now, with the off-field drama behind him, Garrett is laser-focused on raising the bar again. He believes this season could be his best yet, and that's saying something, considering the elite standard he's already set. I'm looking forward to having my best season, for sure, and I think it's trending that way. It's been really good, and I think everything's pointing in that direction, Garrett said during minicamp, and I like where we're at as a defensive unit. It's really full throttle, and I think it's coming together well in terms of scheme and execution, especially early on. That's important. But if his future in Cleveland begins to shake again, trade rumors or even major roster shakeups can't be ruled out. The front office has shown real ambition, reinforcing the offensive line, bringing in new weapons to support Deshaun Watson, and reshaping the defensive core. But the question remains, is it enough to convince Garrett the championship window is truly open? Without Myles Garrett, the entire identity of the Browns' defense changes. His presence frees up other players to shine. That's what's allowed names like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah and other young defenders to grow. Removing Garrett is like removing the anchor from a ship. At C. It's worth remembering, Cleveland's recent success has been anchored in its defense. In 2023, the unit ranked among the league's best in sacks, tackles for loss, and points allowed, all with Garrett at the helm. And in a division like the AFC North, where the Ravens, Steelers, and Bengals are constantly slugging it out, losing a leader like him could set the team back significantly. So now the million-dollar question is, what's Cleveland's next move? The front office is walking a tightrope between logic and loyalty. Keeping Garrett means staying elite on defense, but if he's truly unhappy, they may have to consider trading him for draft capital or key pieces. Still, that's a massive gamble. Players like Garrett don't come around often. Garrett is a competitor. He wants to win. If the organization presents a clear, championship-caliber plan with strategic additions and a winning culture, there's a real shot. He sticks around for the long haul, but the clock is ticking, and the NFL waits for no one. All of this sets the stage for a make-or-break season. Head coach Kevin Stefanski and his staff have doubled down on their team identity: physical, disciplined defense paired with a developing offense. Deshaun Watson flashed moments of brilliance when healthy last year, and now, more than ever, the fans believe. But to turn last year's playoff appearance into a true Super Bowl run, the Browns need stability, and that starts with keeping their foundation intact. Myles Garrett isn't just one of the best defensive players in the NFL. He's the face of the Browns' resurgence. So now, Browns fans, the ball's in your court. Do you believe Garrett will stay in Cleveland long-term? Or are we heading toward a shocking trade that will rock the NFL? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. This story is far from over. And if you want to stay updated on everything Browns, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This is the NFL, where every season is a new chapter, and every decision can change everything. Let's keep following this journey together, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see the Cleveland Browns finally bring home the trophy their fans have long deserved.